It says you have the right to ask. It says you have the right to ask if it's a service animal, and it also says you have the right to ask what services she's here for.
Okay.
You don't have the right to ask for papers or to tell me.
The American Disabilities Act, okay, from ADA.gov.
And you're saying that you're asking me to leave. Why?
You're not in compliance with this federal document.
My service animal has not done anything to question her ability as a service animal, has she?
I'm not going to answer any more of your questions.
Okay, so what are you saying I'm not in compliance of? What question there?
There's no documentation.
It says it right there.
No,
and federal law says you have no right to ask for documentation. Okay. That law right there said you have the right to ask.
All right, so let's go ahead and do you have any other documentation?
You have no right to ask for federal documentation for my service animal. She has done nothing to question her ability. Now, sir, if you go any further, I believe you need to call your management because you're in violation.
Okay.
You're in violation of federal law, sir.
Okay. I'm going to need the documentation.
What documentation are you asking for? Can you Google service animal proof required by law?
I have it all right here, sir.
Yeah, and there's nothing that says you have the right to ask me for paperwork.
Okay. So I'm going to ask one more time.
You have no right to ask me to leave. Maybe you need to call your management because you're in violation of federal law.
Okay.
You need to call your management. You're in violation of federal law.
Other golden corrals, you're the first.
You have no right to ask for papers, dude. My service animal, which you asked, right there, look. It says, can I read this? Can you read it right there? Can you read it, please?
Yeah, I can.
Because you're telling me I'm violating that.
Okay, it says.
What am I violating?
Okay. I'm not going to answer any more of your questions.
I'm not in violation of any of those questions, then am I?
Okay. Are you still recording me?
Because you're in violation of federal law and you're being very rude.
I'm not being very rude. So
why am I here right now in a conversation with you?
Because
my service animal has done nothing to question her ability.
There's no documentation.
It says it right here.
That just says service animal.
And what documentation are you asking for? Because federal law says you have no right to ask for it.
I'm going to consider you as an unruly guest, and I'm going to go ahead and detail that.
What happened?
You called me an unruly guest. Baby, go back to place. Baby, back to place, please. Baby, come. Back to place. Thank you.